Hi everybody, just another shoot from the hip video. I want to talk to you a little bit about making money with your sewing. I'm going to try and keep this like linear, but I'm not sure how realistic that is. My video yesterday did particularly well as far as views and everything. And I'm wondering if maybe that is because, not because I'm hemming pants, but because maybe people are interested in making money with their sewing. And I've made money with my sewing for many years, but it's not always good money. And I think we tend to approach sewing with, okay, I want to make money sewing, so I'm going to design clothes and I'm going to sell them and people are going to love them. And that has never been my experience. People say, oh, I can't afford a skirt at the store. Can you make me one? And I'm like, and I did it for a long time. And what I found was the more I'm doing these, do you guys remember? Let me see. It was 2013, 2012, 13, and 14, something like that. That ruffle fabric that came out. I made so many ruffled skirts. I will not use ruffle fabric anymore. I just gave some away because I found it in my stash. I hate it now. It just brought up so many bad memories because it's like they wanted them for $25 and it's like, do you know how much time I spent on this? Yes, it's just the fabric and the elastic, but dealing with those ruffles, it's a nightmare. But so then I just thought, you know what? People are getting a great deal. They're getting all this stuff. And I'm just getting frustrated because I anchor myself to my machine all day long. And then it's like, make a mistake and pull it out. And, and that's fine if you want to do it. I don't want to do it. And so I'm always on the lookout as a way to make money with my sewing. And the best so far is this channel. Am I making a lot? No. But it's much more enjoyable than slaving over my machine for hours and hours and being covered in thread and just being frustrated. So I decided to look online to see what information is already out there on how to make money from sewing, because I know how I think. And I looked out there and I'm like, we have totally different information here. I looked at one lady and she's like, yeah, you can make bags and you can sell them on Etsy. And she did really good. She made $250,000 a year. And that was awesome. Of course, now her website's gone. Both her websites are gone and her Etsy shop is like slowed down a lot. So I don't know where she's at now. These things are like waves in an ocean. They're high, they're low, they're high, they're low. But I think that's the creative side, that people want to make money being creative. And I found that that's not where the money's at. Unless you are sewing for royalty or celebrities, you're probably not going to make much money on your sewing. That's just my thoughts. Doesn't mean it's accurate. And some people, it's like they just walked right into it and it worked for them. I'm not sure that that's realistic for everybody. Never was for me. I would love to be creative, and I am creative in my own way. When I get stressed, I have to be creative, but it's for me. I don't ever show anybody. It's just for me. But I am going to make a video eventually on one of the things because it's awesome, but it's not money making. Anyway, so I found that the way I make money sewing is not in a creative sewing, it's in skilled sewing and it's grunt work. But as I stated in my last video, it's situations where if you can do it quickly, repetitively, and you can work out a system like, assembly line type work, that's where you make your money. The masks had me in money for a couple of months, But I was so burnt out. Someone was like, "Would you like to, can you make me another mask?" I'm like, my head is just like, no, don't do this. And of course, it's for my friend. So I'm like, yeah, sure. And luckily, she never sent me the stuff because she wanted a specialty. Because after I started doing the regular masks, then I started doing the printed masks. I did one for my aunt. It had Elvis on one side and it had his signature here. And then I did the signature in jewels, gems, and then she lost it. But, don't we do that sometimes? So those were fun, but I was so burnt out with the mask, I was done. So, and then, like I explained, the hemming pants is really easy. If you can get, if you want to make money doing sewing, and if you can get a standalone blind hem machine, that is fast. That's faster than this machine. And if you had an industrial and then you had the blind hemmer, you could do it. You could have a business on just hemming pants, as long as there's people who know you're there. I don't think it's as difficult getting your name out there. When I moved to the South, I got hired at this high-end men's shop, and they already had seamstresses in the back, and that's who taught me. And then my boss would like let people know they have a new seamstress and whatever, so he would like divvy up the work for us that we could do away from the job, so that we're making more money but it's not at work. And those were such great people, and I love their stuff. They're very individual. It's an independent business. The owner still works there. And anyway, side news. Anyway, so I had customers coming to me. Oh yeah, I heard that you're the new person. I'm like, yeah. And I said, where do you live? And they live a couple hours away. So people a couple hours away are hearing my name, and people need someone to do their alterations. And especially in the South, the people that I knew, they really care about their fashion. When ladies are ladies, they love all the frills, they love all the dresses and the high heels, and they still do cotillion, and girls are learned to dance at a young age. It's amazing. So someone from 2 hours away had heard my name, or heard about the new girl at the store, and so we met somewhere and we exchanged work, because she met me in the same town I go to church or something like that. And so they will put the money out for the alterations. People want to look good. People love fashion, and if they can keep their favorite pants, they'll pay for it over and over again. I charge this guy $35 to cover some holes in his pants with patches that he bought and had me put on. So these are like little things you can do. They're quick. You get them down, you get them back, charge 10, 15, 20, whatever. And then one of the best money makers I did at a job here in California. This man coached softball teams, and he asked me to put the stripes on the side of the pants. And I was like, now the price I quoted him felt like an enormous amount to me, because I was like, oh my gosh, is he going to pay that much? And I said, put one stripe down one leg, one stripe down the other leg. And I said, $10 a pair. Okay. And I knew I underpriced it. Whatever. So, and it was grunt work. It's not creative. It's not feel good. It's not expressing yourself. It's grunt work. And so I went home, fired up my Juki, and I sewed and sewed and sewed. I had to put out of my head, this is so boring. So that's what I did. And he would give me 30 pairs of pants, and I would do 30 pairs of pants in one day. Do the math. So now, the downfall to that is maybe he doesn't need that again for, another 6 weeks or whatever. But the good thing is he's not paying for that. Each individual parent is paying for their own work to be done. $10. Would you pay $10 for someone to put stripes on your pants? Heck yeah, that's pretty cheap. And that, I think, is where the money comes in. You go, I want to make this dress for this one person. Well, that one person probably doesn't want to pay $200 for a dress. But if you make something, it's grunt work, it's repetitive, it's, but you're doing it for 100 people. So you have 100 pairs of pants, or you have 100 masks, and you have 100 whatever, and you charge per item, then it's not a lot of money out of anybody's pocket. I charge $12 a mask, and I've seen other people on Facebook, my friends or family, saying, I only charge $5. And I'm going, I charge $12. And they kept me busy. So, what's most important is you become really, really good at what you do. If you have to, this is my thinking. If I look at it and I go, okay, here's a mask I made. I like this mask. It's an eye mask. I was talking about the virus masks, but I just found this. This is the one I sleep with. If I have to look at it and go, oh, it's good enough, I won't sell it. If it's good enough, it's not good enough. If I can look at it and go, do I have any cringy feelings about sending this out? And if I got this in the mail, how would I feel about it? If I feel like, oh my gosh, this looks horrible, then I'm not going to do it. And if I send this out and I feel a cringe in me, like, what are they going to think? I won't send it out. And that has always served me well, but it has also, that's served me well as my reputation as a seamstress, but it has also given me a lot of stress, because I did some drapery work for someone, and I don't remember how much I charged, and she goes, you really need to raise your prices. So little by little, my customers talked me into raising my prices. So yeah, I think the best way to make money with sewing is the grunt work. It's that repetitive work that's not fun, but you can make $200 in a day, or you can make $300 a day. And that has always been my hook. I don't want to work for hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm working 2 weeks or a week on something, and they give me $200. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not doing that. And I think, I don't know if I'm different or if everybody on Facebook is different, because they're saying make and sell clothes online. I tried that. It never worked for me. Now I know people have their niches, and then sometimes that just really works. Like I sell on Amazon and I sell books. Well, my son sells shoes. He sells books and shoes, but he sells shoes. I can go into the store and look for shoes. I can't find a dang thing. Can't find anything. And not only that, I get anxiety looking through the shoes. It's not me. So you really have to find what's you, what works for you, and something that you can take. Maybe I'm a little slow, but the more I do it, the faster I get, the better I get, and the more feedback I'm getting from people going, wow, you do really good work. And then you know where your flow is. So hope I didn't ramble too much. I hope you followed along, and I will catch you guys later.